when Sherry sings for herself. Good morning, CSL West Georgia. Thank you very much for being here today. This morning, I would like to introduce our opening meditation by Cheryl. Now, we may want to just get comfortable in our chair. If this is your first time, you may want to just put your feet on the floor. And we're just going to relax the body and go within. So if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. And we're just going to start by relaxing all those little muscles around the eyes. And again, we're just going to take a few minutes just to go within and to let go of the cares of the week. So we start by taking some deep breaths. Just at your own pace, take 2 or 3 just deep breaths. And as you do, just relax all the muscles in your face, your eyes, down into the neck, shoulders. Just take that deep breath and just let those shoulders go. And we feel this peace going down through the body. Until we feel it drain out all the negative energy through the body, out through the feet. And you may want to get a word that you can use when your mind starts to wander to come back to the center of your forehead. A word like peace or love. And as we breathe deeply, this peace that passes all understanding begins to wash over us. And we let go. Just let it all go. And as we focus on that inner peace, at that point between our eyebrows, that inner world, we're just going to take a minute and just turn over our biggest challenges to spirit, the indwelling and outdwelling spirit. And here in this peaceful inner space, the inner spirit, we hand over our challenges. And we are grateful, we are thankful to the indwelling spirit that knows all answers. We say thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. And we begin to come back into this time and space with a feeling of lightness and joy, and peace and gratitude as we begin to feel our body, thank our body, and to slowly come back into this time and space, opening your eyes when you're ready. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you.
Let us continue now in the space that's been created here for us, knowing that there's one power, one presence in the universe, and we can use that. This power, this presence, is the living Spirit, God Almighty, and it is in and through all things. And so as I speak these words of truth right now, I know that they are God's words of wholeness and health and peace and joy and happiness. For there's an abundance of good things that God has for us. So as we open up our hearts and our minds and our souls right now for that good, we know it's flowing in us, as us, and through us. Every aspect of our body is being healed and in harmony. Every aspect of our life is in divine right order, guided and directed for the highest and best good. And there is abundance of all God's good waiting to be received. So we open up now and accept it and know that it's the truth about our being. It is what we have always been created for, to have all that God is. And so I give thanks right now with gratitude and a great thanks that all is well, that everything is manifesting just the way it should be. And so with an attitude of gratitude, I say, thank you, Father, Mother God, for the gifts that you have given for my life, all that I have and all that I am. So I say thank you, Father, Mother God, as we say together, and so it is. Amen.
And good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Welcome to the Magnificent 15 and all others online and in person. I want to thank you for joining us in this spirit of perfect harmony. We are the Center for Spiritual Living West Georgia. We study, practice the philosophy and science of the mind we know as God, according to Ernest Holmes. And with our spiritual presence and our participation in the service here this morning, we actually create a higher state of consciousness, rise above all of that negative energy we may have experienced this past week, and manifest love for the following week. We know love is synonymous to God, the most powerful yet most gentle force in the universe. Without further ado, we will proceed with our service.
Thank you, Mike.
Merle is returning one more time, and he's going to give us another excellent, outstanding talk.
Welcome, everybody. Glad to see you this cold morning. We got the heat going, and we're going to warm you up, warm your heart, warm your body. Sherry's with us this morning. Our good friend Sherry Henley is going to be singing for us. And Kathy is going to welcome everybody or something. She's got red glasses. I like those.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to welcome everybody and thank everybody for being here. It's like Mike said, online and offline. So right now we can go ahead and read our vision and mission statement.
And we'll all stand for that, please.
And we will all stand for that, please. CSL
West Georgia is a joyful global community where everyone belongs. Through our unique spiritual teachings, we provide a safe environment to experience compassionate living.
Our declaration and of principle. I
I
believe
believe there is one creative intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe my purpose is to allow the divine mind to express in, as, and through me. I know that this divine presence is a power for good, which my
conscious use to create a
life
life
filled with health, love, peace, and success in all times.
I use it now, and I rejoice in it. And so it is.
And if you'll remain standing, we have our community song. I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who we are. His pure spirit. I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who we are. His pure spirit. We are life. We are light. We are love. We are joy, we are peace, we are wisdom, and beautiful harmony. We are pure spirits. I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who we are. His pure spirit.
All right, that was beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Today, we have our talented Reverend Merle, who will be speaking for us today, which will be a continuation of his last sermons that we had. So Reverend Merle, if you can come up and lead us.
We have the reading. Don't forget Dorothea. Uh-oh.
She was a
You're
little
in
too
trouble.
slow. I was ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, please bring up to the stage Dorothea Baker Gates. She will be doing our reading today.
Kathy is filling in today for Sandy, who's got a little something, bronchitis or something. So we're winging it, aren't we? Between the two of us. The two of us, we can do Sandy, I think. We'll try.
Hello, everyone. The reading comes from, The Secrets, Health, Joy, and Prosperity, the Science of Living. By Reverend Knight. Be it done, apologize. Be it done unto you as you desire. Matthew 15:28. Let the weak say, I am strong. Joel 3:10. Faith is not something which is blind. Faith is not something abstract belief. Faith is what you believe about yourself. Whatever you believe about yourself, so be it unto you. Positive self-image psychology. Positive self-image psychology is seeing oneself in one's own mind, doing and having the good one desires. If I could describe my teaching, my philosophy in terms of what it is succinctly, it would be the positive self-image psychology. And positive self-image psychology is what we all need. It is not a matter of one race needing it, another race needing something else. We all need positive self-psychology. An old Greek philosophy said, man, know thyself. And that's just another way of saying the same thing. Positive self-image psychology is what you need. Define what you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to have. When I first started counseling people, it surprised me to find that there were so many people of all ages who didn't know what they want out of life. When I asked them, what do you want? They would say, I don't know. What do you want to be? They would say, I don't know. What do you want to have? They would say, I don't know. The individual must come to a point of a self-definition of positive self-awareness. Here again, you must know who and what you are. In the science of living, we teach that you want to be something first. See yourself in your mind being it. Define yourself as the one who is doing that which you want to do. Define yourself as the one who is having that which you want to have. Visualize it. See yourself in the theater of your own mind, being, doing, having the good which you desire. Also, you must use the technique of affirmations. You must affirm that you are that which you desire. One good thing. Anything you use after I am, you are. Anything you use after I am, you are. Positive self-image is how you use the thing. Thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you, Dorothea. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce my oldest, dearest friend, Sherry Henley. And she has a song that she wrote that she's going to play for you, and you can tell him about it.
So, talking about I am, I've always struggled with why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? Who am I? What's going on? What do I want? What do I want to do? I struggle with those things, and I'm 70, and I still struggle with those things. So, what I have come to realize in the past really just in the past couple of years, is that my purpose on life is to bring love to every situation that I can bring it. So to bring love into whatever room I'm in, whatever situation I'm in, whatever conversation I'm in, to try to bring love to that and try to dispel my natural tendency to be completely sarcastic, which doesn't always work. So this is a song that I wrote about who are we? What are we here for? What are we supposed to be doing? It's called I Am Light. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And why am I here? I'm searching for answers that sometimes aren't clear. If I'm a drop in the ocean, a breath on the wind, why do I sometimes feel separate, not a part of the plan? When in my heart I should know I am light, I am love, I am spirit expressed on the wings of a dove. I am hope, I am peace, I am life everlasting, I am love without cease. I am light, I am love, I am. Who are we and why are we here? If we just look inside, we'll see the answers are clear. Like sand in the desert, like stars in the sky, from beginning to end, we are one, you and I. And in our hearts we all know we are light, we are love, we are spirit expressed on the wings of a dove. We are hope, we are peace, we are life everlasting, we are joy without cease. You are light, you are love, you are spirit expressed on the wings of a dove. You are hope, you are peace, you are joy everlasting, you are love without cease. We are light, we are love, we are spirit expressed on the wings of a dove. We are hope, we are peace, we are life everlasting, we are joy without cease. I am light, I am love, I am light, I am love. We are light, we are love. I am.
I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. Light.
Thank you for sharing that beautiful song. That was really heartfelt. Good morning. Let's do it again. Good morning. Okay. I like that better. Little Johnny and his big sister go to Sunday school every Sunday. And this Sunday in Johnny's class, the teacher's talking about God. And so when she finished her talk, her instructions, her lessons, she asked Johnny, she said, "Johnny, where's God?" He thought for a minute and goes, "God is in our bathroom." He said, "This is interesting. I want to see where this goes." He says, "And how is that?" He says, "Every morning, my dad goes to the bathroom door and says, 'My God, are you still in there?'" I'm excited to wrap up these 4 lessons because they're so important. If we don't really feel those words, and if we don't really comprehend it, then the other 500 pages explaining all about it gets missed. So I'm ready to go. I'm fired up. Are you ready? Yes, good. All right, I'm going to recap, but I think it's important on this last lesson to be refreshed with the other 3. The first one is the thing itself. God is first cause, spirit, energy, life itself. It is in and through everything and cannot be separated from anything. All is the thing itself. In Acts 17:28, it's written, "In him we live and move and have our being." In him we live and move and have our being. Because there is only God, Spirit, first cause, the thing itself. From that one, all things are possible. Through that one, all things are possible. Get it? This is where I say get it, you say got it, and I say good, all right? Get it. Good. That's the way I like to hear it. Ernest Holmes writes, "This original life is infinite. It is good. It is filled with peace. It is of the essence of purity. It is the ultimate of intelligence. It is power. It is law. It is life. It is in us." And he goes on to write, "In our ignorance of the truth, we have misused the highest power we possess." That's important. That line right there is very important because God does not punish. God does not judge. God is here for us 100%. He has created a law that responds to us and says yes every time. And so if we're not getting what we want, we're not opening up to it, because the law is working perfectly and giving us what we believe. Our belief system either supports or limits us from being all that we can be. It is up to us, because we are the one who is using. God creative principle is impersonal. The law always says yes. What does the law always say? Yes. What does the law always say? Yes. It says yes, no matter what you put into it. You're not going to put something into that law by wrong thinking or disbelief. It's not going to say, no, I'm not going to create that for you, because you're not going to like it. The law is impersonal. It always says yes. It doesn't care or judge. It just does. I would hit the bottom of the screen. Because it always just does. From being all that we can be. The law, God creates principle, is impersonal. The law always says yes. And we said it does. Yes? Okay. Therefore, we have to be by being aware of our words, our thoughts and off, and wild conspiracy theories and what else there is out there. We have to stay centered in the truth. God is all there is. God is our source. God works through law. We have to watch what we say and think. What it does. The universe is impersonal. It gives alike to all. It is no respecter of persons. It values each alike. It is nature to impart I messed that. This wasn't important. No. Okay. Its nature is to impart. Ours is to receive. It's our nature to receive. It's his nature to impart. Now, that first part of that, we can probably agree on. Law is impersonal. It treats everyone. Right? So it's impersonal. It's a law. It has to be electricity. Can't be anything else. Plug it into with a socket. We don't get the light. It's that simple. The law is always working just the way it should be. It doesn't care or judge. It just does, regardless of the consequences, because it is nature to do so. It does not favor one person over another. Always true to its nature. So, like I said, another example is water. Water is always water. You turn on the faucet, you get to the outlet, you get electricity. Their nature to be that. It's always true to its own nature. Gone. Our nature to receive. And saying, I'm okay. I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat. etc., etc. We say, I'm getting by. And saying that what more could I want? Yes? No. It is good to be thankful for what we have, but we are being, but are we being an Eeyore? Saying that not much of a life or not much of a donkey. Saying what? The band. A verse in there says, I want it all. So say that with me now. I want it all. I want it now. Again, I want it all. I want it. Are receivers. We must allow ourselves to receive. And if we don't receive, it's as you sow, so shall you reap. Because givers are receivers, you shall sow, so shall you reap. Shaken down and running over. Here's what I do. When I'm trying to give someone something good, and they go, no, thank you, they're not taking it. I tell them, hey, don't get no. I make them take the good that I'm giving them. Because one, they benefit from it, and two, I benefit through it. So I give, so shall I receive. If you give love, joy, kind words, or money, if you give hate, judgment, discrimination, and so shall it does. Get it? Good. That's how the law works. I'm not going to tell you this because I want or need something from any of you. I'm telling you this. I was at Kroger's, and in the parking lot, there was an African American homeless man in a wheelchair. I talked with him for a while. He had blood cancer. It'll rain soon. He only had a thin cloth jacket to wear. So I gave him my nice warm weatherproof jacket, and to watch his eyes light up. If not, perhaps you may want to take a look at your belief in tithing, because you can't outgive God. Oh no, he just didn't talk about that 7-letter word, tithing. Yes, I did. And not only that, I want to talk about it some more. There are lots and lots of people that believe in the law of tithing. Yes, it is a law. It's God's law. Give and you shall receive. God gives, we receive. Take, for example, Howard Kelly. He helped Robert Schuller build a $22 million crystal cathedral. Now remember, this was in the 70s, so it would take probably $100 million today to build what he built. It is absolutely incredible and beautiful. And if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. You can see it on television every Sunday. So what's my point? Listen to me now. I'm talking about tithing. Don't zone out on me. Okay? Robert Schuller, through his belief in tithing, created the $22 million Crystal Cathedral debt-free. Not only that, at the first of each year, he decides how much money he is willing to receive for the year. And he starts tithing right away for that amount that he wants to receive. He's never, ever felt short. And I imagine his income is pretty hefty. So out of his belief, he created enough tithes and gifts and giving and time and treasure to build this $22 million cathedral, debt-free. Never did they take out a loan, not one single penny. And it was paid off before they even opened the doors. Touch your heart so that you know that you are affirming for yourself. I am one with the infinite power for all good. Say it with me. I am one with the infinite power for all good. It is a law, therefore it must respond to my desires. It is a law. Let's say it one more time. I am one with the infinite power for all good. It is a law, therefore it must respond to my desires. You know, it has always given you exactly what you wanted. You've either accepted it or you've turned your back on it. Remember the umbrella? I like that visualization. Can you see that? Popping up the umbrella and hiding underneath it, and then all this is flowing off. It's rain, it's good. The good is flowing off. I think to me, it really makes a point in my life to remember or realize when I'm putting up the umbrella and when I'm not. Let's look at page 46. I gave you these numbers because you might want to look them up for yourself. You can do that. Let us restate our principle. We are surrounded by an infinite possibility. It is goodness, life, law, reason. And expressing itself through us, it becomes more fully conscious of its own being. It becomes more conscious of its being by flowing through us. Therefore, it wishes to express through us as it passes into our being. It automatically becomes the law of our lives. It can pass into expression through us only as we consciously allow it to do so. Only as we consciously allow it to do so. Therefore, we should have faith in it and its desires and its ability to do for us all that we shall ever need to have done. See, God has a potential of all things. If he's only a potential, what is that? That's just an idea, concept. But God wanted to be more than an infinite potential. He wanted to experience that. So he created us to have that experience. God is experiencing itself through us so that it can more fully realize its wholeness. Now, on to finally how to use it. In order to receive God's good, we must first clear out what's between our ears. In order to receive God's goodness and fullness, we have to get rid of what's in between our ears, our belief system, our mindset, those things that keep us limited. So what we need is some mental floss. And whatever that might be for you, whether it's prayer, spiritual mind treatment, meditation, affirmation, visualization, workshops, seminars, and so on, by cleaning out the mental blocks in our consciousness to open up to God's law and allowing our good to flow through us. If I don't plug in the lamp into the socket, I don't get the electricity, the lamp doesn't work. If I don't plug into God and allow God's law to work, I don't get the demonstration. When we don't plug in to the source and allow God's good for us to flow through us, then God's good for us will not be demonstrated in our lives. One last reading. And how to use it. One of the greatest difficulties in the new order of thought is that we are likely to indulge into too much theory, too much little practice. And as a matter of fact, we only know as much as we can prove by actually demonstrating it. We can only know as much as we can prove by actually demonstrating it. This is where the metaphysicals come in, as Ernest Holmes calls it. Ernest Holmes tells us to treat and move our feet, and that God helps those who help themselves. Science of mind is not a Science of mind is not a spectator philosophy. We can't sit on the sidelines and watch. We must be involved. Okay, we're going to have a visualization here. So if you'll just close your eyes, sit back in your seat and relax, and take a deep breath. And visualize my words in picture. You are a runner. You have been working out. You are in great shape. You have muscles where most people don't even have places. You have the perfect running gear. Your clothes fit perfectly. Not too tight, not too loose. Your custom-made shoes fit perfectly and are perfect for the track you're running on. You are on the starting box. Every muscle is tense and ready to go. The starter says, "On your mark, get set." Boom, the gun goes off. The race has begun, but you're still on the starting box. You never took that first step. You never took that step to be a winner. Are you still at the starting box in your life somewhere about something? It's time to start, take that step, and be that winner you were created to be. Take a breath and come back into the room and open your eyes and be here now. So like I said, if you are that runner standing at the starting blocks and you haven't taken that leap of faith, then it won't work if you don't use it. Get it? Good. So I want to share from A New Design for Living, chapter 13, Successful Living. So put your thinking caps on, listen, don't go to sleep on me now. This is important. It's all important, but this is really primary to what we've been talking about these 4 weeks. Most of us, if I get it right, we'll do it. Okay. One of the most difficult things is for anyone to realize that he or she is already a success. That he is always a successful as a contributor. As this may seem, it may never. Okay, Merle. Come back. I want to start over. So we may make mistakes in our life, but we can always go back and start over and change it. One of the most difficult things is for anyone to realize that he or she is already a success. That he is, she is always a success. As a contradictory as that may seem, it is never less the truth. We are always being successful. We are always achieving the goal we have set up for ourselves in thought. Let me repeat that. We are always achieving the goal we have set up for ourselves in thought. Don't go to sleep now with me. That may be a tough one to buy. A tough one to grok when we are we're living from paycheck to paycheck. Can't afford the repairs to our house or our car or whatever that challenge is. I want you to know you are an absolute success. You are using the law perfectly. I repeat, you are an absolute success. You are using the law perfectly. The law responds perfectly to the goals you have set from your thinking, from your belief system. You are always achieving our goals in thought. Some may be a successful perfect failure in business, or a success at experiencing perfect ill health, or a perfect success at being friendless. We have always succeeded. We have always succeeded. So our problem is not being successful. It is what kind of success are we having? We do not need to worry or wonder if we will succeed, but instead we need to direct our attention to that which we really desire to succeed. We don't have to worry, can I really do it? Or can I really have it? Or can I really be it? Is it okay for me to have it? You are already a success because the law is working perfectly. Instead, we need to concentrate on what we really, really want to experience. It is up to you. Just like Nike says, just do it. How do you learn to swim? By reading books? No. By being told how? No. By looking at pictures? No. Sooner or later, you're going to get in the water. You're going to have to. And then you will learn to swim. Just do it. It's your nature. Just do it. Don't talk about it. Just do it. Don't dream about it. Just do it. Don't wish for it. Just do it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Just do it. Yes. I have one last quote from Ernest Holmes. The mental attitude of the practitioner is one of denial. We're all practitioners. We're all practicing the science of mind. We have some that are licensed practitioners, but we're all practicers. The mental attitude of the practitioner is one of denial towards every false condition that opposes the principle of life. As one of absolute perfection, God's word is perfect. And this is the principle we have to demonstrate. Spiritual things must be spiritually discerned. And when we are ready and willing, spiritual to discern, we shall find a ready response from the invisible into the visible. Let us do our work conscientiously and thoroughly, and leave the results to the law, which is perfect. Oh dear. I apologize. I know I have gone long-winded and covered a lot of information, but I wanted this session to encompass all 4 lessons because I won't be back for 4 weeks. So I would like to send you off with a powerful affirmation. Now it is time for you to put in action your power of choice. Do you want to go on and hear it or not? It won't affect me one way or the other. Is it yes or is it no? Yes. All right, let's move on. All right, sit back into your chair and take a deep breath. Touch your heart if you wish, and listen to these words while we are saying them. Embody these words and know these words are the truth about you if you choose to do so. Let us begin. In my consciousness of love, repeat after me. In my consciousness of love, in my consciousness of love, intelligence and power, I begin now to be the truth, I am willing to know, I am willing to change, I am willing to change. I am willing to act. I am willing to act. I am able. Because divine wisdom is showing me the way now, revealing to me the truth about me. Therefore, I am ready. I am willing. I am able. To be all that God created me to be. God created me. I am does. Therefore, that's how I use it. Get it? God bless you. I hope you'll come back sometime to this lesson and review the things that we've gone over with today. I love you.
Next is our music.
All the time, every day, which is good to know.